Assalamualaikum and good evening. My name is Muhammad Imam Yusdi. My number matric is 231203406. Today, I represent the Bina Group company and would like to introduce our company that has established itself in Malaysia. Our company has over 10 years of experience in the field. Bina Group want to build a project to build a new office building for a university from the Malaysian Ministry of Higher Education. Our company has a quality and commitment to work and offer reasonable price. This company conduct research in terms of cost in construction to avoid loss and high cost to the owner. This company has done many projects that do not cost much compared to other companies that mostly cost a lot in each project. This company has the best quality surveyors, has experience for 10 years in this field. We hope that party can accept us in this project.
Salam Sejahtera and good morning. My name is Nawali and I'm from Sushat. My metric number 231202064. I want to explain about methodology for these projects. There are 4 general methods for these projects. The first one is a site clearance, second one is a excavation, the third one is a concrete work, and the lastly is the piling works. Okay, let we see. First of all, about site clearance referring from SMM through that we know the site clearance is an important step in construction projects. We need to removal of existing material like garbage, structure, tree uprooting, topsoil stripping, and grading. Okay, the general methodology for site clearance. There are 10 steps for this method. Okay, I want to explain the first step is determine the existing state of the land and the debris that need to be removed. And second step is developing a strategy for clearing grass, rocks, and debris as well as determining the necessary equipments. And the third one is clearing debris, dismantling existing structure, and make sure the site is graded and unclogged. And the step number 4, surveying and defining the role. ROW is mean right of way and work limits. And step number 5 is a general site clearance is within the scope of works. And step number 6, OGL is mean original ground level survey by licensed surveyor. Okay, and next is removal and disposal. Sorry. Number 7 is a removal and disposal of trees, shrubs, bushes, grass, and road. And number 6 is a leveling of obsolete discs, terrace, dishes, etc. And removal and disposal of everything above ground level. And number 9, stripping topsoil, average deep at least 115 mm to ground level. And last step for this method, move and dispose of any debris at designed area within the project boundary that obstruct that work or any other material that not categorized under site clearing works. Okay, second method is excavate from different from SMM through. Excavate or excavating is a critical step in construction projects. We need to removing soil, rock, or other material from a location to create an open face, retaining wall, shaft, drive, and tunnels. The general method for the excavation work, there are 7 steps. The first step is the site preparation. Existing surveys are checked and information regarding the site surveys that may have been installed below the ground is obtained. The site survey is used to mark out the line and level of the goal equation for foundation, as shown in the approved drawing. And step number 2 is excavation. Before beginning work, the excavation area is carefully demarcated and cleared. To avoid over excavation, a surveyor checks the depth of the excavation on a periodic basis. The dark area bank slope by 13 degrees and maintenance to prevent it from collapsing into the excavation area. And next, step number 3, material management. Unexcavated material is stored at least 1 meter from the edge of the excavation in the location authorized by engineer. And step number 4 is a safety measure. Safety measures are taken during all excavation work, including the use of suitable safety barrier, signboard, and warning sign. And step number 5 is a foundation preparation. For the foundation, as soon as the excavation reaches the required deep elevation, the surface is leveled and compact to 95% of maximum dry density or MDD. Before the compaction start, is ensure that the excavated level is free from standing water or excessive moisture contents. And step number 6 is inspection and approval. Inspection is included during compaction for checking and approval for the engineer. The compaction test report is submitted to the engineer for approval prior to processing to suggesting work. And step number 7 is anti-termite treatment. Anti-termite treatment is conducted prior to starting blending work, but the anti-termite material is approved by engineer.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Atika binti Jamaluddin. Matric number 231202071. Today, I would like to share about methodology part of concrete work different from SMM2. Concrete work consists of multiple stage is requiring meticulous planning and execution. General method for concrete work have 7 steps. First is formwork fabrication and installation. For formwork fabrication and installation is timber formwork is employed when a small amount of formwork is required. Steel formwork is utilized to maximize formwork reusability. The formwork is intended to meet the structural parameters specified in the construction blueprint. It should allow for upright concrete laying and vibration. Before setting the concrete, the formwork is treated with an approved release agent. For second concrete formwork is foundation preparation. For foundation, as soon as the excavation reach the required depth, elevation, the surface is leveled and compact to 95% of maximum dry density or MDD. Before the compaction start, it is ensured that the excavated level is free from standing water or excessive moisture content. Next is inspection and approval. Inspection is conducted during compaction for checking and approval of the engineer. The compaction test report is submitted to the engineer for approval prior to proceeding to succeeding work. For concrete formwork is anti-termite treatment. Anti-termite treatment is conducted prior to starting bleeding work, but the anti-termite material is approved by the engineer. Next is curing. After the concrete has been poured, it needs to be kept moist to allow it to cure properly. This is usually done by spraying water on the concrete surface at regular intervals. Other than that, the concrete formwork is formwork removal. The formwork is removed after the concrete has achieved sufficient strength. The timing of this depends on several factors, including the type of concrete used, the ambient temperature, and the load that the concrete element will bear. Lastly is finishing. After the formwork is removed, any necessary finishing operation are carried out. This could include surface treatment, painting, and waterproofing. For the last methodology is piling work referred from SMM2. Piling is a critical process in construction project. Piles are installed to uniformly distribute the structure weight. General methodology for piling work have 5 steps. First is preparation. Ensure that the essential equipment and tools are available, such as drilling ring, concrete pump, concrete pressure hose, vibro hammers, JCB dump truck for debris removal, plate compactor, pump, box-cut telehandler, and manual shoe. Second is platform and clearance requirement. The site should have proper access and egress. If there are any underground utility cable, pipe or drain on the site, they should be repositioned. Third is curing. After the concrete has been poured, it needs to be kept moist to allow it to cure properly. This is usually done by spraying water on the concrete surface at regular intervals. Formwork removal. The formwork is removed after the concrete has achieved sufficient strength. The timing of this depends on several factors including the type of concrete used, the ambient temperature, and the load that the concrete element will bear. Lastly is finishing. After the formwork is removed, any necessary finishing operation are carried out. This could include surface treatment, painting, or waterproofing. Referring from SMM2, the following type of piling operation shall each be given under a separate heading together with all auxiliary work. First is performance concrete pile. For pile other than cast in place concrete and interlocking steel pile, items shall be given the total number of pile starting to specified length, the size and weight of head. Any shoes shall be stated in the description. The total driven depth given in meters. In the case of file extension, item shall be given for 7 jointing. The total number of file extension, the total length of pile extension given in meter classified into the following range of pile length. Unit for extension is meter, not exceeding 3.00 meter, exceeding to 3.00 meter. For test, item shall be given for test of pile starting the detail, provision, and maintenance of all necessary equipment, instrument, and record keeping shall be deemed to be included.
The scope of work carried out in this project is site clearance, excavation, concrete work, and piling work. Site clearance is the first phase of any building project. It involves removing any item on the property that may obstruct the construction process, such as scrap, plants, rock, and other waste. Next is excavation. Excavation is an important aspect of construction operation. It is the process of removing earth, rock, and other materials from a location in order to create an open face, hole, or cavity using tools, machinery, or explosive. Then, concrete work is an essential component of construction project. It involves the proper preparation, delivery, and application of concrete, a composite material produced from cement aggregate, sand, gravel, or structure, and water. Lastly is piling work. Piling work is an essential component of construction operation. It entails the practice of drilling foundation through the earth to add structural strength to the pore so underneath.
Assalamualaikum and good morning. Today I'm going to present about the site clearance of the office building for the university. So the first one, we need to remove the topsoil. So I assume there is no in the drawing there is no hedges and etc. Second, we need the calculation for the site clearance for the removing topsoil. So the description is excavation for removing topsoil not exceeding 0.25 meter. The unit we need to use is meter square and the quantity is 1284.035. Where do we get the quantity is because the 36.17 times by 35.50 equals to 1284.04. That's the area for the site clearance. So from that, we see that the length for the site clearance is 35170. We need to add 500 and add more 500. So we get the 36.17. So for the width, we get 34254, and we need to add 500 and add more 750. So we get the 35504. So we need to times that and we get the quantity for the site clearance 1284.04. Okay, for the next one, the item only for the site clearance is remove topsoil. So that's all for my presentation. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Fadlul Arif bin Muhammad Fauzi. Today I want to present about bill of quantities concrete work. Bill of quantities concrete work have a two BQ, one pile cap and second formwork. On the first is pile cap, we have used taking off list form. In taking off list form, we have used 7 items, and in this description we write concrete work for pile 1 stroke 300 pile cap size for length 1000 and width 1000 mm and height 900 mm. For the all 7 item, we have used unit meter square. And second, we have used slip sort form. In element, we have write pad footing, and for heading, reinforced concrete for pad footing, and the description just write same in the taking off list form, which is concrete work for pile 1 stroke 300 pile cap size, length 1000, width 1000 and height 9000 mm. Every each size for 7 item is different. We have to look to drawing plan for got to know what size of 7 pile. How to calculate is we have we should write how many pile cap have in the drawing, and we multiply with size, all size, length, width and height. And third, we have used write a bill of quantity form. In pile cap bill of quantity form, we write reinforced in situ concrete and use grade 30 concrete grade 30 in pile cap. In bill of quantities, we got to know how how much amount ringgit we want to use in project. Second, okay, we continue for form work presentation. Now, form work we have used thinking of list form 2 and write 7 item because we have 7 type file cap, and in description we have to write form work for file cap, file 1 size and size, width, length and height. Unit we use in taking of list form of form work is meter square. Second, we have to write a slip sort too, and in element of slip sort form we should write pad footing, then heading form work for packet P1, and description just write the same sentence in taking of list form. In slip sort form we have to calculate how much file cap to use in form work, which is we in file cap 1 we have 51 file cap and multiply with 4 and 0.95, and we get 193.8. In quantity we take 194. Next, in bill quantity form we get to know how much amount every each item, such as item 1 we get to know rate per 1 is 35.10 and amount 6949.08 ringgit.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Aiman bin Bahari, battery number 2312020044. Today, I will present my mini project. My part is excavation for pile cap. Okay, excavation is an important aspect of construction operation. Excavation for a pile cap involves the process of digging or removing soil to create a void in the ground where the pile cap will be constructed. Okay, now we move to the taking of this form. There are 2 types for excavation. For description, number 1 is excavation to receive file cap not exceeding 1 meter. The unit is meter cube. And number 2 is excavation to receive file cap not exceeding 2 meter. The unit is meter cube also. Okay, after that, the conclusion part for this project, there are 7 types of file cap with different measurement. Okay, for the calculation in the slip sort page, the element is excavation, the heading title is excavation file cap, the description will be excavation to receive file cap not exceeding 1 meter. The unit is meter cube. Okay, for the file cap number 1, the length is 1.0 meter, the width is 1.00 meter, the depth is 0.90. After we add the link concrete 0.05, the depth will be 0.95 meter. For the calculation, it will be 1.00 times 1.00 times 0.95 and times 51 pile cap for pile cap number 1. The answer will be 48.45 meter cube. At the quantity part, we will put it as 48 meter cube. Okay, move to the pie cap number 2. Pie cap number 2, the length is 1.20, the width is 1.50, the depth 0.90. After we add the concrete, the depth will be 0.95. So the calculation for the pie cap number 2 is 1.5 times 1.20 times 0.95, and then we time with 15. The answer will be 25.65. The quantity, we will put it as 26 meter cube. Okay, for the pie cap type number 3, the length is 1.4, the width is 1.5, the depth is 0.90. After we add in concrete, 0.05, the depth will be 0.95. So the calculation for pie cap number type number 3 will be 1.5 times 1.4 times 0.95 and times 17. The answer will be 33.92. In the quantity part or add strip sort, we will put it as 34. Okay, for the pie cap number 4, the element is excavation. The heading is excavation pie cap. The description for pie cap number 4, it will be excavation to receive pie cap not exceeding 2.00 meter. Unit still same is meter cube. So for the pie cap type number 4, the length is 1.5, the width is 1.5, the depth is 1.10. After we add in concrete 0.05, the depth will be 1.15 meter. So the calculation for pie cap type number 4, it will be 1.5 times 1.5 times 1.15 times 4. The answer will be 10.35. So at the quantity part, we will put it as 10 meter cube. Okay, for pie cap number 5, the length is 1.8, the width is 1.8, the depth is 1.10. After we add in concrete 0.05, the depth will be 1.15. The calculation for type 5 pie cap, it will be 1.8 times 1.8 times 1.15 and times 2. The answer will be 7.45. So we will put it at quantity part as 7 meter cube. Okay, for pie cap type number 6, the length is 1.60, the width is 2.40, the depth is 1.35. After we add in concrete 0.05, the depth will be 1.40. For the calculation, pie cap number type 6, 2.40 times 1.60 times 1.40 times 2, the answer will be 10.75. At the quantity part, we will put it as 11 meter cube. Okay, for last pie cap is pie cap type 7. The length is 2.40, the width is 2.40, the depth is 1.35. After we add the concrete 0.05, the depth will be 1.40. So the calculation will be 2.40 times 2.40 times 1.40 times 2. The answer will be 16.13. The quantity part, we will put it as 16 meter cube. Okay, that's all for me. Thank you.
I cover work involving piling work in the project area. I need to prepare a taking off list to identify the work done for piling work. In this taking off list form, I have stated in the piling work that involve initial pile, total driven depth, extension pile, and testing. All of these mentioned above refer to the given piling plan. Then, after finishing that, I need to prepare a slip sort form to identify the quantity that will be used in a project. The plan shows there are 7 types of pile that each have a different nose. For the first slip sort, I will explain about the initial pile by suggesting the size used, which is a precast pile 0.3 with 6 long meter concrete. After calculation, the total quantity obtained is 184. The unit used is NOS. For the next so I will calculate the driven depth. Driven depth suggested is 0.3 precast RC pi type with concrete mid grade T20. After calculation, I got a total quantity of 5,520 in meter units. For third so I made a calculation about the extension pi, which is to use precast pi 0.3 6.0 meter long concrete mid grade 30/20. After calculating several types of pi, the number obtained is 552 in unit NOS. Finally, we need to do testing with the suggested slip sort that is allowed for testing 3 multiply 3 by pi total of load 45 kN. The unit base is item for the bill of quantity. We need to rewrite the description on the slip sort part of the bill of quantity section to calculate the price of all units used in this project. Each available rate has been calculated to get the amount for a unit. After calculating, the exact amount of the price has been obtained.
Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Fadul Arif bin Fauzi. Today I want to present about conclusion. In conclusion, we hope that the customer can accept us well and be pleased to be included in the tender process. And then we are confident that our company will apply the design well, that we suggest will not only satisfy, also achieve the goals and objective. And then we certified that our organization is prepared to face the difficulties that come with a project. To realize this goal, our team is ready to work with the ministry and many stakeholders. And finally, for demonstrating our ability to solve challenging issues and provide a great university office building. Thank you.